Hello Internetians, my name is Josh, aka Ultra Player, welcoming you to the DBL D-League Season 1. I'm so excited to have this journey start with you, all of you. If you don't know, I am Josh, I am coach of the New York Metagross, and we are here for Week 1 Team Builder for the Delta Battle League D-League. If you don't already know what we have on our draft, I did put the draft recap up on I believe Wednesday. And when I say why I took so long to decide that, because I just recorded it and I have to decide when I'm going to put it up. I'm probably putting it up tomorrow, which is it's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and this is going up on probably Sunday or Monday. So we are facing the Gotham Golbats and Coach Shinetime for Week 1. He is rated number 1 in the league. We are rated number 2. Should be an interesting battle, especially since he has probably the best matchup he could have against my team. I'm really scared, but I have built what I believe will be the best team to take on his 11, which we need to go over. Ta-da! His 11 consists of Garchomp, a very versatile mon and a very strong mon, hard to switch into with 130 base physical attack, 80 special attack, I believe, 1 or 2 base speed, and just decent bulk all around. Typically runs either Choice Scarf, can run support with Stealth Rocks, can run Mix with Draco Meteor Fire Blast, can run Earthquake on a Choice Scarf set, I already said. Sometimes runs defensive with Rocky Helmet Rough Skin, which is just a nuisance to touch. Togekiss. We know how well it works from the RU Alpha tier. We know how well it works from previous league experiences. I have used it before, and it is a very good mon. It can run Stall Breaker with Nasty Plot. It can run Choice Scarf. It can run Defensive. It runs Defog. He has a Slowbro, bulky water. Very slow, not as much Spadef as it does have Fizdef. It has Regenerator. It can run Calm Mind. It has insane coverage and has reliable recovery as well as T-Wave. Water Psychic. Very hard to beat. Mega Gyarados. That thing has swept me before, and this is going to be such a nuisance to face this match. I believe we'll have it perfectly covered because I feel like I know how he's going to bring. Like, I'm really sure that I can see a sub DD set coming. Very sure sub DD can come because he can set up on my Skarmory because he can run defensive and not have his sub broken by Brave Bird. Same goes for Vaporeon. Same goes for most variants of Mesprit. Same thing goes for Alolan Marowak. But like things that make me think he won't run that because I have Roar and Whirlwind on Vaporeon and Skarmory. I have Swallow with Specs Boom Burst. I have a Hitmonlee which can revenge kill that, etc. But overall, huge threat. You see my face. I have to see myself. Super strong. DD is so scary. Can run defensive with Rest Talk and Thunder Wave. It has Mold Breaker, so I don't know what that would do. Maybe Mold Breaker Earthquake for Road and Frost, and Mesprit, and he can Waterfall my Vaporeon, which is, I thought about that, that's kind of scary. He can Earthquake my Hydreigon if he really wanted to. He could, I think that's it. So there's that. Basically it's Umbreon if Umbreon was offensive. Because it literally has Umbreon's defenses. So, he has an Arcanine. First thing to note about Arcanine, it's not listed on there, but that is his first Zmon. Very scary. Z Flare Blitz? Yeah, no, thank you. Or, Inferno Overdrive from that thing? Yeah, I don't want to, yeah, no. Just no. So we planned accordingly for that. Insane coverage. It's been such a nuisance in the past when I ran against Kalos and the Regiment Umbreons. Crunch, Close Combat, Wild Charge, Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, Will-O-Wisp, Morning Sun. I think that's all the ones that I can think of. That's where the strength lies. He does have a lot of coverage, but He wants to run all of it. He would, I'm pretty sure, if I were him, I'd like to run all 7 of those moves during this match. But he can't. Ha! That is what gets him. He'll want Flare Blitz because it's a nuke. He'll want Wild Charge for Vaporeon. He'll want Superpower, or Close Combat, I mean, for Hydreigon. He'll want Crunch for Alolan Marowak. And he'll want Extreme Speed for stuff like faster Mons, like a Unburdened Hitmonlee, or a Choice Scarfmon, or Dugtrio, specifically. Will-O-Wisp is very nice to burn stuff, although if anything, that is what I'd leave behind. Morning Sun to stay healthy. He's going to have Major Syndrome. But basically, I have a way to beat almost any variant. Moving on. He has a Tangrowth. Yeah, this is the guy who took Tangrowth, kind of, almost from me, not really. Super bulky on either side, and gets great coverage with great moves. It's a great Mon. It has Leech, which is great. It has Synthesis, which is great. It has no speed, which is not so great. And it has very little special defense, but that can be augmented with running max special defense and an Assault Vest. Yeah. 100 base HP, and just high stats all around. It's such a good Mon. He has a Heracross. Every time I face a Heracross, it's just a threat. So annoying. So Heracross is his other Z-Mon. Something I'm going to have to watch out for. Something I'm going to have to be careful of. I don't know how much he's going to want to bring it, just because I have a Sylveon, and I have a Skarmory. I kind of have a Vaporeon, which could take a hit. I have a Alolan Marowak, which could be kind of a wall. I have a Swallow, which is faster than it, etc. But it can still calm, can still do some damage. He has a Nidoking. That is coming. Definitely coming. Kind of kills everything on my team. Very hard to beat. So we're going to have to be careful of that. If he's I've planned around it, and I will talk more about it, but it's hard to switch in, but I can take it out very easily. Bronzong. Swear, every Mon on his team is just a threat. Bronzong is a defensive threat, something we've used in the past. Bulky Steel type instead of Rocks, can run Trick Room, can run Offense with Life Orb, can run Explosion, can run Toxic, can run Gyro Bolt, can run Heavy Slam, has great coverage, has no speed, has very high bulk, very hard to take down, and has Levitate and Heat Proof, which can be very annoying, just because of yawning. Which can be very annoying, just because either way, it's going to be taking on something on my team. He has an Electros. No weaknesses is the first thing you think of when you think of Electros. I think of its amazing coverage. I've used offensive Electros before in League format, and it literally could 2-hit KO everything on my opponent's team with like Electric, Fighting, HP Ground, and then like Giga Drain or something. It was mind-blowing. It was amazing. Very good Mon. Insane coverage. Has Volt Switch, U-Turn. Typically runs an Assault Vest pivot set with special moves, but can run physical moves. It has access to knockoff, so it's a very good support Mon. Decent offenses. Average, above average, bulk, low speed. Great coverage. Last but not least, he has a Hitmonchan, which is one of his only 2 hazard removers, other than Togekiss. Very weak, does not have the coverage it could really want. I mean, it'd want knockoff, but it doesn't have it. Can run bulk up, usually runs Assault Vest as well. Very high special defense, but other than that, kind of meh. So, our team. So, the first thing we were bringing is our Hydreigon. And this set, I threw up and changed a lot. But ultimately, this set is insane because he does not have a switch-in to this monster. Other than predictions. And maybe Mega Gyarados. Ooh, Mega Gyarados is going to be such a threat this match. Mega Gyarados. I'm so scared of Mega Gyarados. Like, real quick, let's go over what I think he's going to bring. I think he's going to bring Mega Gyarados. And he's going to win. And that's it. That's all I need. That's all he needs to beat me. I think he's going to bring Mega Gyarados. What else did I say he was going to bring? I can see Togekiss coming. I can see... Hey, hurry up. He's going to want to battle soon. I have the 6 picked out. I can kind of see Garchomp coming. I can see Heracross coming. I can see Nidoking coming. I can see Bronzong coming. Basically everything can come. Some I don't expect as much as others. Like, I can expect Tangrowth, kind of. I can expect Arcanine, kind of. Slowbro, kind of. It just depends on what he wants to use to roll what. Hitmonchan and Electros are probably the bottom two that I don't see as coming as much. But this set. Why this set? Crunch, because I kind of see Spadef Bronzong coming more than I do see physical Bronzong. Just because I have a Swellow. And a Mesprit. And a Rotom Frost. So, if he thinks, hey, I can get rid of this Hydreigon with whatever move I have, because I can take a Dark Pulse, having Crunch would be really nice. It also hits some certain mons harder, and I felt like Crunch was better. Again, like stuff like Electros. Draco Meteor is an absolute nuke. Iron Tail is for the Togekiss, and Fire Blast is for stuff like the Tangrowth and the Bronzong. No. Yeah, it was just for that. Oh, and the Heracross if I don't feel like clicking Draco and dropping my special attack. The Eevee spread is enough to outspeed a max speed Heracross, I believe. Which seems right. The fastest thing on this team that I can outspeed, other than Arcanine. I felt like I needed the offense more than I needed to outspeed Arcanine because I already have ways to take down Arcanine. But yes, this is faster than Heracross and Nidoking, which would be really nice. I mean, if he brings Arcanine and he brings max speed Jolly, which he shouldn't, that's fine. I'm actually, right now, I'm going to make a live edit. We're going to bring this down. We're going to make this faster than a Arcanine trying to speed creep my Rotom Frost. Because I just noticed that. Actually, we're going to make it faster than one trying to speed creep my Hitmonlee. Because I just noticed that. So there. That's where we're at. So now I can hopefully outspeed his Arcanine and kind of wall it, or kind of take it on. I have enough special attack so that Fire Blast with a Life Orb will 2-hit KO any Tangrowth set. No matter what, Fire Blast will be a 2-hit KO, so if I think that's his general switch-in, I can take advantage of that. I don't have Roost, but I kind of have to have the coverage. Iron Tail, I believe 2-hit KOs. Togekiss, Draco Meteor is just going to be doing a lot of damage, and then Crunch is going to be really nice too. Say for instance, let me pull up the calc for Hydreigon. And this is 208. Works as a Slowbro, who is defensive with Crunch. I just want to quickly see this. Yeah. If he's fully defensive, he might think he can take Crunches better, and then I can just drop a Draco on him, and, well, you know, do that. So that's nice. Also, he can't really touch me anyway, unless he's packing Ice Beam, which is possible. But anyway, that's Hydreigon. Life Orb is really nice, especially with a Wisp shirt in the back. Next, we have a Rotom Frost, because he really does not have switch-ins to this. Like, Garchomp does not want to take a Blizzard. Togekiss does not want to take anything. Arcanine, fuck you. You don't want to take a Thunderbolt that much. Tango does not want to take a Blizzard. Bronzong does not want to take a Wisp, Expert Belt, Hex. Hitmonchan, no one likes you. Slowbro does not want to take a Thunderbolt. Like Heracross does not really want to take anything. I mean, it can, but it doesn't want to. Nidoking doesn't want to take a Blizzard. Electros is his best switch in, and Mega Gyarados doesn't want to take on Thunderbolt, especially with Wisp, which is really nice. Enough speed for Heracross. Max Belch attack and just 8 in HP. Weakening Bronzong is very nice, just because it walls half a team, and it's just nice, and it's nice, and it's nice. So moving on. We have... Oh, I took off. That's right. Unfortunate. I think I originally had spikes on this. We have Skarmory here. And it's been a while since I built the set, so I'm going to have to real quick think of what I made this set. I believe it was to take on a Fire Blast, like for Fire Blast from Garchomp. I have enough speed to not be speed trapped, I hope. Enough special defense for a Fire Blast from a like Garchomp. Maxed out that physical defense as much as I could with a lot of HP. Taunt is there for the Gyarados. I do not want that thing Rest Talk Dragon Dancing on me, because he could do that. He can Rest Talk Waterfall me to death. So I want to taunt that, and I want to shut it down. Like, I'm so scared of like a bulky Mega Gyarados right now. Like, if I lose, it's going to be to that. Or some crazy Heracross thing with this Z move. Moving on. Taunt is very nice in general, just to shut some stuff down, like Slowbro, even though I won't be staying in. I thought about running more speed, but I need the Fizz Def to take on stuff like Hitmonchan, to take on regular Garchomp, to take on stuff like Physical Tank Growth, to be able to switch into Bronzong very easily, as well as Heracross. Heracross is going to be scary, no doubt. I tossed around a lot of sets of what I thought he was going to bring, but then he told me this was going to be his Z move, one of his 2 Z move mons for the season. And so now what I expect to happen is I'm going to go into this on like a Mega Horn or something, and then he's going to go for a Z move all out pummeling as I switch into Mesprit, take it, and then switch back, and then I'm fine for the rest of the match and can take on his punishment, which is very nice. Taunt to shut down, just like Taunt in general is just good. Brave Bird, as it's my best stab, and it kills Heracross 100% unless he's like max physical defense. And then just Stealth Rock and Roost to wear down his team and keep healthy, respectively. Sturdy so I don't get OHKO'd in one move. So we have a Vaporeon. And let me tell you about Vaporeon. Vaporeon still does not want to take Thunderbolts. This is going to be my switch-in, or one of my main switch-ins to the Arcanine, and with Conberry I can take that Wild Charge and Scald him. Wish, Protect, and Roar. Roar is to roar out the Mega Gyarados, because they are a threat. Wish and Protect to stay healthy. I have this spread to outspeed anything that tries to speed creep my Skarmory, and try to max out my Spadef so I can take on Nidoking better. Because Nidoking is a threat. A scary, scary threat. Nidoking is just going to be a bother to deal with in general. I hope I can kill it early, because I know it's coming. But moving on. Roar also helps me with stuff like SD Heracross with Guts. I think they'll be able to take me on for Calm Mind Slowbro, for a Nasty Plot Togekiss, for Bulk Up Hitmonchan. Just roaring stuff out, wearing it down with Stealth Rocks, and preventing the setup, because setup is very weak for this. This team is kind of weak to setup mons, especially Mega Gyarados. What a threat. Ugh. This is also a good switch into Slowbro, barring its Calm Mind. I wanted Toxic, but I couldn't really afford it. Because I need Wish Protect to better take on Nidoking and its Thunderbolts. So, we have our Duck Trio here. With Earthquake, Aerial Ace, Stone Edge, and Shadow Claw. This can trap a majority of his team. And 3550 may not seem like a lot of bulk. But with that, from full, I can take anything, any sucker variant of Sucker Punch from Nidoking, except an Adamant Choice-Banded Sucker Punch from a Nidoking on a max roll. Then he can OHKO me. And I'm not putting 4 more into defense because that's silly. He's not going to run Choice-Banded Nidoking. Why would he? I have enough speed to outspeed a Garchomp. I don't think I'll be trapping that unless it's super, super weak. But still, I could trap it. I have Shadow Claw for stuff like Slowbro and Levitate Bronzong. This is the only thing that makes me think he'll bring Levitate Bronzong. Other than that, it's a lot better for him to bring Heat Proof because of Swellow, because of Marowak. So, something to keep in mind. If I know that he's, not Levitate, Earthquake is going to be really good to deal a lot of damage to that thing. Aerial Ace is to revenge kill a non-choice Scarf. Heracross Stone Edge is for the Togekiss. Should have come down to that. And I've already explained Shadow Claw. Just being able to trap big threats like the Nidoking and like the Heracross and praise God, not Extreme Speed Arcanine. But if it's not Extreme Speed and it doesn't have Crunch, then I can use Mesprit to wall it. If it doesn't have Super or Close Combat, then I can use Hydreigon to wall it. LOL, no roost. If it doesn't have Wild Charge, then I can use Vaporeon to an extent to wall it, even though I don't have any Fizz Death, etc., etc. And if it doesn't have Extreme Speed, this traps it and kills it, which is nice. Dugtrio can be very clutch in this game, and I expect it to get at least 1 kill. Finally, we have Mesprit with enough speed to outspeed a max speed Electros or a max speed Tangrowth. That's not boosted, like a so neutral max, because also it prevents speed creeping, so it's good to have. So this set. Okay, this set. It's very weird. Let's say he is Dragon Dance, Rest Talk, Gyarados. And he got 2 boosts as I switched into Skarmory, Dragon Danced up, I taunted as he Dragon Danced again. Or he's +1 because he Dragon Danced and then he rested for whatever reason, I don't know. Moving on. Or I think he just has Waterfall and I can take a hit from Mesprit. No matter what, I can Psych Up and take that boost and hit him with that boosted Thunder Punch, which is nice. But Normalium Z Psych Up. Why? One of the things that holds Mesprit back and makes it so low tiered every generation is its lack of reliable recovery. Normalium Z Psych Up copies a target's current stat changes and fully restores your HP. Even if the opponent doesn't have any boost, that is very nice to have. Or if I'm facing an Arcanine with Intimidate and he lowers my attack, I can Psych Up as I recover and also get rid of that Intimidate. And now that Headbutt's can be doing more. And that's why I have physical moves instead of special. I don't really plan on using this for Togekiss, because I have other ways to handle Togekiss, kind of. God forbid. Togekiss is going to be a threat, for sure. But I have this to kind of take a hit and attack, and I have, if it's defensive and with no speed, if it's Choice Scarfed, I just have to see what it locks itself into and take it from there. I think Togekiss is also going to be a big issue. That and Mega Gyarados are going to be the biggest issues. But I have Zen Headbutt, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. Ice Punch hits Garchomp, Ice Punch and Thunder Punch both hit Togekiss. Zen Headbutt for Arcanine, Zen Headbutt for Ice Punch for Tangrowth. For Bronzong, yeah, I'm just going to have to deal with it. I have other ways to handle Bronzong. Hitmonchan does not want to take a Zen Headbutt, neither does Nidoking, neither does Heracross. Slowbro can take a Thunder Punch for days unless I have stolen a crap ton of boosts from Mega Gyarados and it's Rest Sleep Talking on me and it keeps getting Sleep Talk or something, and Or it gets Sleep Talk as I Psych Up, and it gets Sleep Talk, or it gets Rest as I Psych Up, and it gets Rest as I Thunder Punch and kill it. And then Slowbro cannot take a Thunder Punch, and then Zen Headbutt hits the Electros. So I have very good coverage for his team. And Normalium Z is very nice, and I just made it my Mesprit as physically defensive as possible to take on stuff like the Arcanine, or a close or fighting move, locked Heracross, or a... that's it, really. Maybe a hit from Garchomp. So without further ado, that's what I am bringing week 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow will be the battle versus Shine Time, which should be happening any minute now. I'm waiting on him to message me as he gets back from work, and then we can start. Without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did.